Niko wants a current professional footballer to join Baller League. Could it be Thierno Barry from Everton? Let's talk about it. So look, if you're new around here, just make sure you're subscribing to the channel, make sure you're liking the video, make sure you're hyping it up, and make sure you're hitting the bell so you're notified whenever I drop any content. Now, I woke up this morning and I saw an interesting tweet. I don't know the validity of it, but nevertheless, I thought it was an interesting tweet and something that we could definitely have a conversation about. So, Steve Brown, OBE, exclusive. Everton forward Thierno Barry has accepted a call-up to Baller League side NDL FC from YouTuber Niko Omilana. Omilana? Sorry, my bad, Niko. The forward will be unavailable for Everton during this time. Could have just not put the miss, but hey, proofreading in 2025, not really a concept. First and foremost, do I think that Thierno Barry is going to join the Baller League now? No, it's just not going to happen. Because I don't know what happens when Everton's, got a Monday night game, 8 p.m, Beto's injured, whatever. I'm going to be like, Barry, we let you join NDLFC and I know you play on Mondays, but yeah, Beto's not feeling too great, so we're going to need you to play for us on Monday. He can't say no, because the contract, the legality of it will be weird, because then what does NDL, and so NDL goes, yeah, okay, we'll sign up Barry to the team, but in the contract it's going to stipulate that if Everton need him, then he goes to Everton. But then, do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah. Now, obviously, guys, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Thierno Barry joining NDL. Because remember, I don't necessarily think he will, but the concept of a Premier League footballer or footballers joining Baller League, I think is a fantastic idea. Fantastic. And the Premier League, this could be an opportunity to further boost your brand and generate further revenue. And then obviously on the flip side, this would be like one of the most amazing things for Baller League. Yeah. So look, so if you don't know what Baller League is, it's basically a 6-a-side football league. I don't know, think Power League, go kick with your veterans. That's kind of what you do, 6 versus 6. And it's every Monday. Obviously, there's different seasons, but it's every Monday at the Copper Box Arena. Obviously, here's where it doesn't work. Here's where it doesn't work. In an active season, to say Premier League season, in an active season, say for example, let's use Arsenal. Say for example, Arsenal go, you know what, Max Dowman, you can join a Baller League team. Yeah. Now, what happens if he gets injured? That's just the first thing. That's the first thing that could potentially shut everything down. What happens if he gets injured? Will Baller League be able to compensate Arsenal? No. No. they just won't. But there are ex-pros that are playing in the Baller League. So I guess from a development standpoint of Baller League, I guess the next step would be current pros, right? But here's where it could work. Here is where it could work, yeah? Because there's a few ways that I think it could work. A, off-season. So in the pre-season, I think Baller League would be a good way for pros to maintain their fitness. Or maintain a certain level of fitness and stay in touch with the game of football. Because I guess a big problem a lot of the time is when players go on pre-season, they have to get back to that match fit state, which is why there's pre-season. But a lot of players go through pre-season and it's just not enough. Maybe there's not enough games, and obviously they're traveling here and there, so that weighs a bit on, I guess, the whole, I guess, physiology of your body. And some players don't get back into shape by the time the season kicks off. If they could play in the Baller League, by no means am I saying it's anywhere near the same level of competitiveness or energy needed or fitness provided or anything like that. I'm not saying it's anywhere near. But what I am saying is it could be a good way for pros to maintain that kind of in touch with football. That's the first way that I think it could work. The second way I could see it working, and it's not so favourable to Baller League because it's not always going to happen. But when there's international breaks and, you know, there's certain players that don't get called up for their international team. Now, unless, you know, for example, I'll use Arsenal again, unless Arsenal arrange a behind closed doors friendly during that period of time, they're not really playing too much football with anything at stake, you know. Let's just say, for example, let's just use this coming international break. Let's just say, for example, Gabriel Jesus is on his way back to being able to play for Arsenal again. Now, they've said he should be back in around December. Now, the November international break, hypothetically speaking, Arsenal could go, you know what, Jesus, go play some games in the Baller League to get used to playing football at a, again, not as competitive, but there is competition on the line. It is a league. Could be a good way for him to get his match fitness back up. Could be a good way for him to get back in touch with football. Could be a good way for him to have that feeling again of scoring goals and what if that feeling, because I feel like goal scoring is a feeling. That is a way that it could be done. Like, do you know what? I don't even go as far to say this. And hey, Baller League, don't hate me. But Premier League teams could actually start their own teams in Baller League. For that very reason of getting players match fit or giving players that don't have much play time, you can play in our Baller League team. 6-a-side. Good. I mean, obviously, then if that happened, then all that, like, it's long. It's long. Because, by the way, if any Premier League team makes a Baller League team, yeah, they're winning the Baller League. So you would have to have multiple you'd have to have multiple. Like, you couldn't just have Tottenham go, yeah, we're making a Baller League team. Because then they win everything. And we can't let Tottenham win anything, right? We all agree? We all agree. Sweet. So, yeah, I think this could be a very good opportunity. It would just be very difficult to figure out the ins and outs and how it all works and how you make it work. But definitely, the way that I see it not working and why Thierno Barry probably 100 million% won't be going to the Baller League is because it's one player. Do you know what I mean? It's one player. Like, the risk is too high for Everton. The reward is nowhere near high enough for Everton. The reward may be high enough for Thierno Barry because he's getting exposure. Like, his profile will boost crazily. But there's no gain for Everton. And usually when it comes to business related things, unless there's a gain for Everton, I don't know, like, is NDL, are they gonna, will they have Everton badge on them as like sponsorships just to get Everton's face out there? But then how would like the legality and how would like the rest of the Premier League feel about that? Because then I guess their argument would be, well, for example, Fulham might go, well, I could have sent someone there. I could have had my badge on a team. I could have received everything they received. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. And probably why it wouldn't happen. So now, potentially another way that it could work, and obviously there's things I'm going to miss on how it could and couldn't work. So in the comments, just let me know, innit? But another way that it could work is instead of send in, I guess, your first squad players. Could send your under 23s, could send your under 21s, could send your under 18s. That could be a very good way. Get them playing more football. Think about it. But then, obviously, then from Baller League's perspective, is the name of the player, is the brand of the player big enough? Like, what will it bring to them? That's when it then becomes a conversation of, cool, what does it bring to me? Well, to us, because it's not a single entity in it. What does it bring to us? And I guess it could be the gateway of getting more, I guess, bigger players into the Baller League. Because I think there's a partnership there that's waiting. And my thing is if the Premier League doesn't take advantage of this partnership, La Liga will, Serie A will. Them man need money. Them man actually need money. So any way that they can generate money, they'll do it. And then once La Liga's in there, maybe part of La Liga's negotiation with Baller League is we have exclusivity to Baller League for 3 years. Which then means Premier League couldn't even negotiate a way in. Unless the Premier League now talks to La Liga and goes, okay, cool, we rate what you did with the exclusivity, but can we just buy that part out? We'll give you money to buy that part out so we can get some Premier League teams in there. So you see how it can all work. It can get to it, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Baller League, if you need an idea, man, think about it. I'm a smart guy. Think about it. I'm a smart guy. But yeah, people, let me know what you think about all of this. Like, obviously, again, I just want to reiterate, I don't know how credible this is. I don't think it's really credible at all. All I know is, like, Niko was very open about wanting a current footballer to join the Baller League. Whether it's Thierno Barry, I don't know. Maybe this is just Steve Brown trying to get a bit of traction, and it got quite a bit of traction. So got 2.8 million views. So maybe that was his aim all along, because I doubt he knows Thierno Barry. I doubt he knows Thierno Barry's representatives, and I doubt anyone's, even from Niko's side, I doubt anyone's going to Steve Brown and like, yeah, can you put this story out? Like, not going to Steve Brown. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just thought it's a very interesting thing to delve into, because I can't lie, a link up between the Premier League and the Baller League would be something that I would like to see. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Obviously, like the video. Obviously, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll catch you next time, people. Peace.